Happy New Year to you all. I was going to type up a lovely big newsletter for you, but as a lot of people were, I was unwell with some dose of other over the Christmas, and everything was pushed back. So I had to let go and surrender and just look after myself. So I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things, and I was aware that I hadn't sent out any newsletter to my subscribers. So apologies for the delay, and a very happy new year to you all. So I thought I'd do a little video just to check in and say hi. I'm not dressed up. My hair is slicked back. It's probably so greasy, but I'm just letting it all be. I'm letting go of it all. So something that I do when I'm feeling like that is I open a book that I'm reading or I have read, and I open it to a page, some guidance for myself, and I always ask Spirit or the angels to guide me to something that's going to help me. And what I opened up today, and I'm going to read it for you all, it's called Expectations. So it's an angel reminder. Don't expect anything from an ass but a kick. The wisdom of the old Irish saying on expectations has a down to earth ring to it. But the problem with expectations is that they too often are not down to earth. Rather, they are the result of our own hopes, wishes, and projections. We want people to be a certain way, and so we have our own agenda for their behavior, which is a sure way to guarantee our eventual disappointment. If people don't live up to our expectations, it isn't their fault, it's ours, for expecting them to be something they aren't. The angels caution us to ground our expectations in reality, to base them on what we see, not what we want to see. That way, we will not only spare ourselves disillusionment, we will also allow ourselves the freedom and right to be themselves, whether they be asses or angels. If you often find yourself disappointed by others, reflect upon how your expectations may be setting you up for disappointment. How can you change the situation? Ask the angels to help you become more realistic in your expectations and less attached to your perceptions of how people should behave. So it's again seeing people for who and what they are and create beneficial, not disappointing scenarios for myself and others. So I thought that was kind of really interesting, because one of the things that I did, especially over Christmas and the New Year, is I let go of expectations of expecting it to be a certain way. This movie we have in our heads about how Christmas is supposed to be and how family are to be together. And all of that went out the window because I was unwell and I couldn't do much. So I surrendered into the bed and I gave up the expectations of everyone else, doing things or being a certain way, and just let it be. It actually was so comforting and nourishing in a way, because I let go of it having to be one way and just allowed it to be what it was. So that taught me an important lesson as well about even coming into the new year, the expectations we have of ourselves or that other people have of us, and that we can just let go. And one of the things that I believe is, especially at this time of year, coming into the new year, the sun is coming out, in dribs and drabs, but that we're kind of saying, okay, it's the start of a new year. So instead of adding things to our list, that we can start to let go of maybe things that are not serving us any longer. And maybe they're the expectations of ourselves or of people around us, whether that be in work, family, relationships, friends, communities, whatever it is. And ask yourself what it is you really need right now. And by checking in with yourself and listening to what you need in each moment, it kind of stops you from having the expectations for the whole year or a whole month, and just allowing yourself to be present with yourself. What do I need right now today? What's going to serve me and help me to be my best self right now in this moment? And moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, we can work ourselves into that practice of checking in with ourselves and seeing how we're feeling and what's serving us. So, whatever your thoughts on that, maybe it'll just plant a seed for you, and you realize the expectations you have of yourself or of others, and it'll maybe take a step back and reflect on it a little bit. And again, not analyzing it, but just allowing yourself to become more aware of what you need, your expectations, if they're realistic or not. So with that, I had picked a lovely card as well, and it's the Seven of Pentacles. I hope you can see it there. The light is shining in here. I'll read it for you. So there's a light and a shadow side to all of us. So I'll read the light side first. A pause, states of gratitude, reflecting on your journey, waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, a sign to keep going. And the shadow side is giving up too early, impatience, losing faith, not following through, frustration with rewards. And the guidance is you're almost there. You've been doing the work, and your wildly successful roots are growing. You may not see the fruits of your labor yet. Know that they exist, and that any lack you are feeling is simply residual energy that's being worked through. It's time to fall into faith and to pause and give thanks. Realize that you are the living, breathing result of all your memories, hopes, and hard work. Keep going. This moment gives you a divine interlude to revisit your purpose and direction. Your arrival is possible only after you pinpoint the destination. Has your journey shifted so much that what you originally germinated is not the thing you desire to harvest? What needs to change to satisfy your deepest intentions? If you are feeling any frustration or lack of progress, remember that giant dreams are not built in a day. Take a moment to breathe and reflect, as these profound sacred breaths can reinvigorate and realign. So give thanks for what you are about to harvest, and know that your life is headed in the right direction. I love that message. It kind of goes with what I was reading. And again, our expectations, maybe last year we had thought we were going to be further along than we are. We were going to be feeling better. Our relationships are going to be better. We were going to have more prosperity. But again, for me, what I feel spiritually is that we are always exactly where we need to be in this moment. I believe in the divine order, and that sometimes the things that we believed we needed or wanted are not right for us. And because we haven't received them, or the way things are going that are not perfect in our minds, and we believe that as we look out into our lives, we get frustrated. But if you could listen to that guidance and say, pause, states of gratitude, being grateful for what you have, the good things in your life right now, reflecting on your journey, what has served you and what hasn't, but waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, that those seeds that you planted last year, they're still underground, like the flowers that are under the ground now. They're in the darkness, but they're not going, oh, I'll never see the light. They're growing naturally, gracefully. And we need to water those seeds, but being aware of what the seeds we want to grow in our lives. And again, that's in our careers, in our relationships, within our own lives, in our own well-being. And a sign to keep going, just like those seeds underground. They're still growing. They're still being nurtured by the earth, by the rain, by the sun when it comes out. So you, even on the grey days, know that you can still give some light to those things that you have planted inside of your heart that you really want to grow and fulfill in the future to come, without having an expectation of when that should be. And not to give up on yourself, not to be impatient with yourself or others. Don't lose faith with yourself. And just keep focusing on what it is you really want in your life. So I love that guidance today. So you can play it back again if you want to listen to it and really let it sink in, and know that every day is a day that we're a step closer to reconnecting with ourselves. And that when we go through those periods of darkness and we can't find a way out, or we can't see the light, that's what it's for. It's for us to come in and reflect inwards, inside, to find our light within ourselves. Sometimes we're so busy outside searching for it, and that's when we feel disappointed. So come back in, reflect inwards on yourself, bring that light within you into every aspect of your mind, body, and soul, and let it shine out. So what I'm doing this month, if any of you are interested in, So, you know, I have the Holistic Healing and Happiness community up and running now since September, and it's just amazing. I love it because we're connecting. It's a private group that we have on Facebook. We have our monthly Zoom meditations and our monthly guest speakers. So, last month we had Branya West, who's an international psychic medium, and she was teaching us about intuition and psychic awareness. And this month, tomorrow night, the 5th of January, I'll be doing a guided meditation in our private group to connect with our spiritual guides. And our spiritual guides are always there helping us, but sometimes we're not aware of them until we do that connection within ourselves. So I'll be doing that in our private group tomorrow night online. And then Nora Coyne will be our guest speaker on the 11th of January. And Nora is a beautiful intuitive healer and she does so much. But in this month, she's going to be sharing with our group some of her insights into Tara, cards and guidance, and giving us some readings as well. If you're interested in that and joining a lovely community, private, online, every month, meeting once or twice, and then I give kind of little insights and guidance along in the group as well. You can, I'll put the link below. You can join it if you wish. It's only €8 a month. It is up to you. That I hope that some of you will join. But letting you know, if you're not interested in the monthly thing, I have a 4-week mindful meditation class online also coming up. It's starting on the 10th of January. And we'll be working on the 4 rooms of our well-being: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And each week we will be going into one of those rooms, as I call them, and looking what we need to clear out, what we want to rearrange in those areas, and what we want to bring in to nourish ourselves. So if you're interested, as I said, the link will be below. You can sign up to the 4 weeks, and maybe it'll just give you a start to the new year to help you be more focused on yourself, because you need that nourishing, you need that love and care. Also, there is a 2-hour free workshop that I've been invited to co-facilitate with Concepna McNamara from the US, originally from Ireland. And it's the power of connection, the Anam Cara series. And the 2-hour workshop is going to give you an insight into how we will be working in this series. So that's the 14th of January. I think it's at 3 p.m. Irish time, 10 a.m. US time. And again, it's online, so you can join from anywhere in the world. And I'll put the link for that down below as well. And then on the 19th of January, as I've mentioned already, my beautiful friend, Branya West, international psychic spiritual medium, is going to be doing a public mediumship demonstration. So that's open to everybody. And again, it's going to be online. Branya is from the UK. I'll be hosting it and working with her. And it's going to be bringing messages of love, hope, and healing from your loved ones in spirit, from your guides, from your angels, to give you another little boost going forward for the new year. So that's on the 19th of January, online at 7:30, and you can book your place through the link below. So there's some of the events for January. And February, I have level 1 Reiki training. And on the 24th to the 26th, I have my wonderful weekend retreat where Nora Coyne and Sinead Lissantri will also be facilitating with me. Beautiful weekend of relaxation, spiritual growth, developing your intuition, meditation, sound healing, guidance. I'm going to hope to do some psychometry with you as well, where that's where you're going to be working with objects belonging to other people and connecting with the energy of their loved ones, because you all have these abilities, every single one of you. And if you're interested in really transforming your fear, Sinead Lissantri is going to be guiding us all in a fire walk ceremony. I've done it twice now with Sinead, and it's absolutely amazing. It's one of the most transformative experiences that we can physically do, because it's stepping into that fire, that transformation, and also just letting go of all of those limiting beliefs mentally and emotionally, empowering yourself and spiritually knowing you can do anything if you really want to, even when you are shitting your pants. Seriously. I've done it twice and I still get nervous, but very excited. So there's some of the things that are coming up in the next few months. So I hope that you'll join me along the way. If any of you would like to contact me, individually, please do email me. Go onto the website and into the contact. And I'm seeing people one-to-one with one-to-one Reiki guidance sessions where we work on your energy, work with your guides, spirit, your loved ones in spirit, whoever wants to come in on that day. So I'm still doing the one-to-ones. I'm doing angel card readings by email. And as I said, there's lots of other things. Check it all out on my website. If you have any questions or you want to know anything, please do let me know. I know this is a quick video, but I don't want to keep you all, but I did want to come on and personally share with you today my little insights. And I hope that it helps you somewhere along the way. And to look after yourself, look after you. You deserve care and love and nurturing, just as I do, and just as everybody does in the world. And take some space for yourself this time, this month in particular, for the months going ahead, and try and focus on day by day and give yourself that chance just to replenish your energy, renew yourself, and know that you're doing the best that you can. So I'm sending lots of love to you all, and I hope to connect with everyone again very soon. Take it easy, everyone, and thank you for listening. Happy New Year.